This is Stacy, a low self-esteem misfit housewife. She lives on the outside of others' lives, looking in. She practices taxidermy as a hobby, and she also has a husband that's a police officer who loves her very much. She works as a bank teller where she worships her coworkers because they're all rich and beautiful and living off their husband's money. All she's ever wanted is to be accepted by them, to be like them. Especially Gina, the leader of that friend group. That night while working late, her boss has her pick a name out of a hat for Secret Santa. After all these years, she's finally been invited to a Christmas party at Gina's house. Not knowing what to get Gina for the Christmas party, she decides to use her taxidermy skills and stuff a duck as a gift. Her husband comes home and she's excited to tell him the news.
Guess who got invited to a Secret Santa at Gina K-Pop's house?
Keith doesn't like it. He thinks those women are rude. He wants to know why after so many years they finally invited her to a party.
Takes a while for certain women to invite someone like me.
But he loves her and he tries to reassure her that she doesn't need them, but she's too excited to care what he thinks. Stacy arrives at a Christmas party where her coworkers are talking about the affairs they're having and how they can't wait to divorce their husbands. At this time, Gina announces it's time for their not-so-secret Santa. This bothers Stacy because she doesn't want anybody to see her gift.
I thought it was a Secret Santa.
No, it's not.
It's not a secret?
She said, we already know what everybody wants, so Gina passes out the gifts and they're all the same. A lotion from a company called Aloe Glow. Not wanting to feel left out, Stacy gives her gift to Gina. When she opens it, she sees the duck. Everyone is quiet. Stacy's embarrassed. Gina quickly says, how about that glow, ladies? Let's try the lotion. As the ladies rub it in, it becomes very erotic, as if something takes over. Stacy tries it too, but the girls notice that it's affecting her differently.
Oh shit. Your skin is red.
It's bad?
It's not good.
Gina sends her home to get some rest. When she gets home, her husband tells her that she's allergic to the lotion. She says, no, it's just me because I'm ugly.
Hey, enough of that.
That night, her skin is still reacting to the product. Downstairs, the lotion starts oozing out of the tube. She turns on the TV and an infomercial appears with a man saying,
You don't have to go under the knife to achieve perfection.
He says you can turn yourself from an ugly duckling to a swan just by using Aloe Glow, the same lotion the skin is having a bad reaction to. He goes on to say you can transform your mind, body, and soul with this lotion, so that those ladies at the bank will never laugh at you again. That's when she realized he's talking directly to her. The Aloe Glow man says, come on, Stacy, isn't this what you've always wanted?
I can get you a seat at the table. Aloe Glow can fix you, and that's a guarantee.
He convinces her to use the rest of the tube that's on the table, and also that she needs to buy more for it to work. Early the next morning, her package arrives. She takes the package to the basement out of sight of her husband to open it. Her husband notices her face is getting worse. She says it's getting better, it's healing. He tells her, don't think you should use that lotion anymore. He tries to tell her that the lotion company is scamming her, and he loves her and she's fine the way she is, but she's not listening. Frustrated, he leaves and goes to work, tells her not to scratch it too much. After her husband leaves, she starts applying the lotion all day, but her skin reactions get worse. That night, she's scratching in her sleep. Her husband tells her that it's getting too raw.
If it itches, it means it's working.
He tells her to go downstairs and get the oven mitts and sleep with those so she doesn't scratch herself. Then the TV turns on by itself and the aloe guy calls out to her.
Yoo-hoo.
He tells her to come closer to the TV so he can see her progress. Stacy tells the man it's getting worse, but he says no, it's working, and that she has to use more of the lotion and trust him.
Use more Aloe Glow.
But when she gets to the basement, all the tubes of Aloe Glow pop open and start oozing out. But she gets scared and runs back to bed. She asks her husband to stay home tomorrow, but he says no, he can't. Meanwhile, the lotion is still oozing outside of the box. The next afternoon, Keith comes home from work and Stacy is in the bathroom, clearly losing her mind. Keith calls her downstairs to watch TV with him. She comes downstairs and he says it's getting worse, but she keeps making excuses, saying it's still working.
Stacy,
Working.
are you hearing yourself?
But she gets upset and says, why can't you just be excited for me? She says she wants to take all the skin off and throw it in the garbage. But when she goes back downstairs to use the lotion, there's something standing there. As she moves closer, she sees it's like a duplicate of her, and she falls in love with it. She grabs her taxidermy scalpel and heads back upstairs to her husband.
What in the world has gotten into you?
She says she's so excited and never felt better. He begins to tell her who she is. She's Stacy, he loves her. She's warm, intelligent, all sorts of loving things to bring her back to reality.
It's too late, Keith. She's already here.
He says, who's here? You're gonna stop this right now.
You're not gonna change, are you?
He says no, and I don't want you to change either. And she goes right through his skull with the scalpel. He staggers around the living room asking her how bad it is. That's when Stacy gets an axe and finishes the job. Upstairs, she sees footprints from the lotion creature. She follows them to the bathroom, the lotion creature standing near the tub, and turns itself back into liquid, filling the tub. Then Stacy gets in and bathes in the lotion. Later, she emerges, walking to her bedroom, removing layers of skin. She runs downstairs to show her husband her transformation.
I told you, look!
But oh yeah, he's dead. So she takes him downstairs, removes his insides, and stuffs him. And now with her new transformed face and body, she prepares to go to work. But not before she says goodbye to her stuffed husband.
Have a great day.
She throws the rest of his guts in the trash and heads to work. When she finally arrived at work, her coworkers couldn't believe the transformation.
Hi, ladies. Hi.
And now Stacy finally has her wish to be accepted, to be beautiful. But at what cost?